Now on Toledo News this morning, a COVID New Year, ushering in 2022 with even more COVID-19 concerns 2 years later. Plus, Mayoral Inauguration, previewing Toledo Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz' second inauguration. And crime reduction, what the results could be of the citywide streetlight conversion project. Good Saturday morning, my name is Jaden Jefferson and welcome to Toledo News this morning. We start this first newscast of 2022 with an update on rising COVID-19 numbers here in the state of Ohio. Within the last few days, the state has seen a rise in virus cases and hospitalizations. Thursday, the Ohio Department of Health reported nearly 20,000 new COVID cases. With regard to the current situation in hospitals, 1 in every 5 hospitalizations in the state are virus-related. This week, Governor Mike DeWine announced the deployment of 1,250 new Ohio National Guard members to help aid in staffing shortages across the state, both in hospitals and assisted living facilities. I will, of course, keep you updated on the COVID situation locally and statewide. Switching gears to traffic, the roads are looking all clear for your Saturday morning commute, whether you're grabbing groceries or breakfast. Do keep in mind that lane restrictions are in place on I-75 near downtown Toledo. For real-time traffic updates, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. A Toledo woman and her family don't know what's next after the house next door to theirs exploded Monday night at the corner of Western and Eldred. Linda Carter's house was significantly damaged by the blast. Her daughter, Myra G. Love, is just glad everyone's okay, despite her brother having been injured by shattered glass.
I thought everybody was dead because they called and said, your mom, her house just exploded. And I immediately just thought of it. Just the thought of it. You're scared, you don't know, so you come rushing over here, you see this, nobody was in the house. So I'm looking for them, and then I finally found them.
Love says her mother is staying with her until she gets back on her feet. The family has set up a GoFundMe, and to donate, visit my social media pages. Toledo Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz will be hosting an inauguration ceremony Monday at 4 p.m. in the lobby of One Government Center. Following this ceremony, Toledo City Council will hold its first council meeting of the new year at 5:30, in which newly elected council members will be sworn in. The event is free and open to the public. Masks are required. Kapszukiewicz, due to rising COVID-19 cases, has canceled all other inaugural events. Many celebrated New Year's Eve on New Year's Eve, but on Thursday, the Imagination Station held its annual New Year's Eve ball drop, which brought hundreds out to the Science Center. 22,000 bouncy balls dropped from the rafters at exactly 2:22 p.m., and new this year, the Science Center added a bouncy ball explosion at the front of their building. Carl Nelson, chief scientist at Imagination Station, says it's great seeing crowds again to celebrate the new year.
It's really cool because there are so many people and we haven't been able to do it for the past couple years. So this year we limited the number of people because of COVID, but it's great to see how excited people get.
The Science Center has been doing the event for 5 years, and it brings out a large crowd every time. Monday, Toledo Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz marked the completion of the city's 2020 streetlight conversion project by installing the final LED streetlight in a South Toledo neighborhood. With the city seeing an alarming rise in gun violence, the mayor says these streetlights promote safe, well-lit neighborhoods, which deter crime and ultimately gun violence. He says illuminating neighborhoods is only part of the equation.
It's one of the ways. It's what I've said about violence all throughout this year is that there is no one solution. If there was one simple solution, everyone in this country would have been doing it by now.
Through this project, roughly 27,000 new LED lights were installed to accompany the numerous lights already in service. Lights owned by the city, which aren't usually found in neighborhoods, still have to make the switch. The news continues right after this. I'm Jaden Jefferson. New this morning, as of Friday, masks are now required if you're attending any events at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. The mandate is just now being implemented due to rising COVID-19 cases in Cuyahoga County. Those with neck gaiters, bandanas, and masks with valves or vents will not be permitted entry into the arena. Lowering your mask will only be allowed if you're actively eating or drinking. Through my segment around T-Town, I have been able to profile over 20 local businesses and organizations. Here's a look back. I'm Jaden Jefferson, and I'm here in the Old West End neighborhood in Toledo, and I'm at Black Kite Coffee, a local coffee shop, the National Museum of the Great Lakes, Beautiful Blooms by Jen, Toledo Grows, Sierra's Heavenly Sweet, Jute Motor, Tosika the Imagination Station, the Manor House Distillery, Toledo Museum of Art. I'm Jaden Jefferson, and this week's Around T-Town takes me to none other than the Toledo Lucas County Public Library. The original Tony Pacos in East Toledo, Three Dog Bakery, Box House Gym, Handmade Toledo on Adams Street. A local grandmother and her granddaughter are celebrating a special accomplishment, publishing a children's book. Bonita Adams and her 6-year-old granddaughter, Aria, read their book Aria's and Grandmommy's Adventures, Solving the Mystery of Fire, to families Monday at the main library branch in downtown Toledo. The two say it was a great bonding experience while working on this story of fire prevention and a little girl's adventures with her grandmother. Adams says that the best part about it was hearing little Aria's corrections.
She wouldn't come out and say no. When I would say, "What did you think about that?" She would be like, "Well, that's okay, but..." And so I really appreciated her input.
To purchase the book for yourself, a family member, or friend, search for it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or borrow it free at your neighborhood library branch. That's all for this first edition of Toledo News This Morning in 2022. I'll see you back here later today with all the top stories. Have a great Saturday.